Yo, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, by Hashem, Hamashiach, Yahushua. We're going to go to a quick lesson, one of God's laws. Um, if your animal attacks, the responsibility of an owner. We're going to jump right into it. Without further ado, I pray that everybody learns a little bit from this, get some understanding. Let's get it.
If your animal attacks, this is Exodus 21, verse 28 to 29. If an ox gore a man or a woman, that they die, then the ox shall surely stoned, and his flesh shall not be eaten. But the owner of the ox shall be quiet. But if the ox were wont to push with his horn in time past, it hath been testified to his owner, and he hath not kept him in, but that he hath killed a man or a woman, the ox shall be stoned, and his owners also shall be put to death.
Right. So if the ox kills someone and the owner never knew that that was going to happen, that he never showed any behavior of this type of thing, then the ox itself must die. But if the owner knew that his ox was a type of animal that would kill people, then and he got out and killed someone, then the ox and his owner must die.
Exodus 21, 30 and 32. It says, if there be laid on him a sum of money, then he shall give for the ransom of his life whatsoever he laid upon him, whether he hath gored a son or hath gored a daughter. According to this judgment shall it be done unto him. If the ox shall push a manservant or maidservant, he shall give unto their master 30 shekels of silver, and the ox shall be stoned. A fine can be allowed if there's an agreement.
Right. So if this goes down and the ox or an animal or your dog or your pet snake, whatever the case may be, your animal, because it's a responsibility of an owner law, right? If that animal kills someone or injures someone, then it can be a fine based off of an agreement, if there's an agreement, right? So like that would have to be taken to a court system as well, where there be a priest and a judge.
Let's get a little more understanding. Exodus 21, 28 through 29, G&T. If a bull gores someone to death, it is to be stoned, and its flesh shall not be eaten, but its owner is not to be punished. But if the bull had been in the habit of attacking people, and its owner had been warned, but did not keep it pinned up, then if it gores someone to death, it is to be stoned, and to the owner to be put to death also. However, if the owner is allowed to pay a fine to save his life, he must pay the full amount required. If the bull kills a boy or a girl, the same rule applies. If the bull kills a male or female slave, its owner shall pay the owner of the slave 30 pieces of silver, and the bull shall be stoned to death.
Right. So all of this has to be agreed upon. It can't just be here, I'm going to give you this money, and then we'll call that. If the owner or the person that lost a loved one doesn't accept it, like, no, this life is worth more than anything that you can give me, then he has to lose his life, right? A life for a life. But if it's not that, then there can be a settlement based off of it.
Responsibility of owners. You are responsible for everything you own.
Right. So you're responsible for everything you own. Again, this attack is an animal. So it's if your dog attacks, if your spider, little Davy, Biscuit eats somebody, little Davy, Pete, the snake, if he eats somebody, they all gotta go. It has to be killed. And then, of course, following the laws based off of that have to apply. It could be either or, whether there be an agreement to a settlement or a life for a life.
Exodus 21, 33 through 36 GNT. If someone takes the cover off a pit, or if he digs one and does not cover it, and if the bull or a donkey falls into it, he must pay for the animal. He is to pay the money to the owner and may keep the dead animal. If someone bull kills someone else bull, and two of them shall sell the live bull and divide the money, they shall also divide up the meat from the dead animal. But if it was known that the bull had been in the habit of attacking and its owner did not keep it pinned up, he must make good by the loss by giving the other man a live bull, but he may keep the dead animal.
Right. So, of course, we don't have bulls and goats and sheep like that. Majority of us don't. So, this ties into your dog, like I said, your pet snake, spider, whatever the case you might have, whatever you might have. This law applies to you. If your animal kills someone, or if you've known your animal to be a violent animal and you kill someone, then that animal must go. But there's, other stipulations that we see whenever you have a livestock that you can actually eat from, then there's these laws apply, right? So you can divide it up, give it away, sell it, that type of thing is can be divided up and settled in the court system, right? So with that, we're just gonna close out real quick and kind of all praises. Lord willing, you got some understanding off of that. A lot of people may not know if your animal is violent, these are the steps that you must take according to the Most High God's laws, so that we may be, things may be just and fair. So with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, by Hashem, Hamashiach, Yahushua, Shalom.